Welcome to Let Us Game Convention. This is LugCon, and we're going to talk a little bit more about digital campaigning, keeping your campaign off pen and paper and completely electronic. And so there's 5 segments. This is the second segment. So this would be the character and tracker generator section. But all in all, we're going to cover digital publishers, character trackers and generators, socializing online, gaming and collaboration tools, and then recording and blogging your games. So this one with the character and tracker tokens, we're going to talk about different character generators. So I've had a ton of fun with character generators. They save a lot of time. I know, God, there's something about having pen and paper, preferably pencil and paper, and making that character the first time, rolling the dice, writing it down. But there's also something to be said about leaving the pen and paper somewhere, having just an automatic dice roller that's easy accessible, that you can push, does the whole computation for you, takes care of a lot of that overhead. There's something to be said about that. And that's what really drew me to those character trackers and those character generators. And so some of the ones that I've heard about and that were suggested were Pathfinder's PC Gen. I say, wait, flip that. PC Gen does games like Pathfinder, D20, D&D, different things like that. So PC Gen is really a good software if you're looking to do a lot of different systems. They've even done independent publishers like, or sorry, game designers like Killshot. Broken Ruler Games has Killshot on there, and that's a really niche kind of game. So it's worth picking up and looking at. And if you have a game, maybe you're a game designer who's really techie and you want to put your game in there so then people can make characters really easily, that might be a thought too. So since it's open source, it's really open for people's initiative. How much energy do you want to put into making something cool for the community? So that one I like a lot just because it's open source. Open source definitely speaks to my heart. But there's other ones too. And so I play a lot of Shadowrun, and Shadowrun uses, or doesn't use, I like to use Chummer. Chummer is just a free program that people can use, and it works really well. It goes up to 4th edition. There is a 5th edition of Shadowrun that was released in 2013, and other systems do that one. I want to say I'm just kind of looking right now. Hero Labs is going to do Shadowrun 5th edition in the next series. It's not as of today, but maybe by the time you see this video, they'll have it updated. And Hero Labs is actually another PC generator, character generator tool. So again, all these links will actually be up on a blog post where you probably have found this video, hopefully. So you can just go ahead and follow the links. If not, just go to lugcon.com. I'll have the links up there on a post for you. Another character generator is dinglesgames.com. That was suggested to us. And so there's definitely a few out there, and if you look, I'm sure you're going to find even more. So, don't be afraid to use Google. You'll find more and more stuff. But there's all kinds of games out there, and people are making different types of character generators. Now, I got into those details, but I should step back a minute and say, what is a character generator? What's a character tracker? What the heck is he talking about? Maybe he should have started with that first. So a character generator is going to be some type of digital software, some type of software that's going to let you make a character with all the rules included. And one of the things that I love is what they output. So you put all this information into it, just a few clicks, but then they output things like for D&D, the spell descriptions with all the little details. How many times I've tried to sit there and write in a super detailed character sheet all the little information so I don't have to go back to the book. Some of these really good character generators will put that information right on the page when you print it. Other ones like PC Gen, We call it a character tracker, at least I do, when it will let you advance a character. So you create it in that software, but then you also can advance it however you advance it in that software. So like Chummer lets you do it with Karma, PCGen lets you do it with the levels for like D&D is what I was playing, 3.5 or 3.0, stuff like that. So it's really awesome to have all that information there, because then that eliminates, oh man, this character sheet is full, or I wrote it in pen, because remember, pencil's your friend. I wrote it in pen, so now I got to rewrite the whole thing because I leveled up and my attributes are different, so it looks neat. This is all in there already, and hopefully it gives you a history. And if you get a level drain, it should go backwards. But then again, think of these as qualities that you want in a character tracker or generator. You want it to be able to go from start to finish with your character. It'd be nice to be able to create it and retire your character all in that same program. So think about that when you're looking. Check out the features, read up on forums about what that generator does, character tracker does, and see what you like. Um, think about the input and output methods. One of the biggest problems in the industry right now is there's not a lot of inter, cooperation, and so it's too small, or something doesn't click, but people don't cooperate with each other. So there's no open source standard for like input and output for your characters, but it would be really helpful. It'd be nice to be able maybe to create your character in this one program, but then bring it into another because everybody's using that one, or pick up characters online in an open format. So this is something that I beg from the community in the future as we develop, is to really just kind of go to a common input output format, some kind of text or CSV delimited type thing where we can just have a standard output of attributes and characteristics, and that can get sucked up and put into whatever little XML thing we have. So that'd be nice. But it's not there yet. So just be aware of that. If you do the work in one program, you'll probably have to do it in another. I don't know enough to talk about any of these programs individually. I've definitely used Chummer and I've used PCGen personally, and I really enjoy the time they save and the amount of overhead that it prevents for me. Um, but I can't tell you anything really about Hero Labs besides it looks pretty. I've seen characters made in Hero Labs and games that I've played, and I was like, wow, where'd you get that? And I wanted it, but I just haven't ponied up the money, excuse me, to become a Hero Labs user. So I really don't know how that works, but depending on what system you use, there's a lot of options. Um, let's see. It'd be nice to save your PCs between games. I think some programs, trackers use different payment models. So some things might be subscription based, other things might be free, and some of them might be software that you just purchase one time. So all things to keep in mind when you're going to buy that, or when you're going to get a new piece of software. Do you have to maintain it? Is it something you're going to lose if you don't pay the monthly fee, or can you just buy it once and get all the updates forever? That kind of thing. So have fun finding more. Comment if you find any additional, especially the Savage Worlds one. I did not hear about a Savage Worlds kind of generator or anything like that, and that'd be pretty neat too. But there's a ton of systems beyond that, so please share your wealth of knowledge, and game on. Have fun.